Alright. I don't have a drink, so let me start my game. Let me notify Discord. Alright, I'll go grab a drink while it's loading. Alright. Let me, make sure everything's set up properly. Alright. Recap. Right back. Okay. What the fuck is this? Where did you find all these stone tablets? What the fuck? So remember that fragment I had, the one that showed a single mysterious figure? I found more fragments among the things our survey team brought back from the depths. And guess what? They fit together like puzzle pieces. Ta-da, just look. So this Raru, that looks like the main... So the Ultra Hand's in the center. And that looks like the main, like, mining thing. The one I went to. We shows upon this amazing mural. This scene shows that there's a whole series of statues down there like the one you found for me last time. But what really caught my attention is the way they're oriented. Each figure is pointed towards the next one in the series. Until the one ends with the last statue facing a final destination. A building looks like a temple. Also, see those large ears on the figure at the front of the building? That's got to be one of the Zonai. And then there's that strange hand symbol that seems to be responding to whatever the Zonai is doing. So to collect my thoughts on all this, I'm pretty sure if you follow the gaze of each of the statues down there, you'll reach that structure. Yeah, just let me make sure I'm live, so I'm not like going crazy. I didn't check. Okay, I am live. All right. I'm also betting that the temple-like building holds something of Zonai origin. I've heard that the Zonai wielded mysterious powers. I wonder if this correlates to those powers. Of course, all this is just speculation on my part, so that's where you come in, swordsman. I want you to find the temple structure depicted in the mural. Initially, I figured I could just go myself, so I gathered a bunch of bright blooms and supplies, but they pulled the kid card on me and said I couldn't go into the depths. So, here. 10 giant bombs. You can have these too. Cool arrows. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I had to make sure. Because I was like, wait, did I notify in the right Discord? Or did I just add someone in a random Discord? I had to check that. And then I just went to the Twitch website to make sure I'm streaming. Bright blooms and arrows are perfect for the depths. There's an added bonus that checking out the depths might provide us with the clues to help us find Princess Zelda. So if all works out, maybe you'll snag some mysterious power for yourself and gain clues about Princess Zelda. Nothing but good things, right? Thanks for your help with this, swordsman.
What?
You mean to tell me you already found the temple? I did not know this would be a thing. Okay. And what was there? Auto build? With the ability to instantly replicate things you built? And schema stones?
Oh.
So there really was a Zonai temple housing the mysterious power down in the depths. That may also mean that some of the things collected from the depths may give us other clues. Wait just a sec. Not that. Nope, not that either. Aha! Here we go. I did not think it'd be like, oh, you already went down there. That's cool. Here's Swordsman. Another schema stone. These stone slabs depict schematics of things such as zonai vehicles. Auto build saves the schematic and builds it in command. A hot air balloon. Wow. This is a schema stone for an air balloon, right? So if you use this with auto build, you could replicate the balloon, right? I'm thinking. Do the one outside. Yes, I got you.
Okay.
Alright, let me go replicate the building. Oh. Come on. I wonder if I can kill myself there somehow. I can't believe it. You built the balloon in an instant. This mysterious power goes beyond scientific explanation. So, Key, how far are you into this game now? Goggles! Goggles! What are you yelling about, Joshua? Inconceivable! My balloon, it's fixed! This must be the mysterious power that the Zonai had. I never thought I'd see such a marvel with my very own eyes. Thank you for making this a reality. Please take this. I've been saving it for a very special occasion. I still haven't been able to figure out what it is. But judging from that light, it's gotta be Zonai in origin. Since you can use Zonai powers, I think it would be better for you to have it.
Yeah.
There was an incredible power line hidden in the depths after all. I think I'll keep researching the depths going forward. Who knows? I might just find a clue about Princess Zelda. If you make any new discoveries in the depths, please let me know, Swordsman. Alright. Yes, did you need something, Swordsman?
Oh.
No way. Koga, the leader of the Yiga clan, was there? Oh, this is dangerous. I gotta regain my composure. Okay, come this way. So you faced Koga in the depths, What's the leader of the Yiga clan up to down there? From what I know, the Yiga clan is a super dangerous group that schemes against the kingdom of Hyrule, and Koga has it out for you and Princess Zelda for a long time. He'd do anything to put an end to your lives. Despite everything we're looking into already, we just can't take your eyes off the sweat. Besides, Koga could know what's happening to the princess. That would make a lot of sense. If you do go after him, keep in mind that I'll be continuing my research of the depths from right here. Oh, by the way, do you know about the Forest of Time south of Hyrule Field? Forest of Time? There's a chasm there, and Gun reports of another series of statues found at the bottom of it. These statues are different from the other one you showed me using the camera. They seem to point the way somewhere too, and do come near where you got your auto build ability. Excuse me. But they don't stop there. These statues lead further southwest into the depths. Where they go is anyone's guess, but I bet there's a destination far beyond that building worth seeing. I'll keep gathering info about what's in the depths, so be sure to stop by and check in with me sometimes. Okay then.
Must get to the lab. I really appreciate you fixing out my balloon. Ultra thanks. That auto build thing was pretty darn amazing. I should have a good think about all the practical uses of that someday. Oh, that reminds me. Hey, you, listen up. Now that Joshua has solved the mystery of that slate, I can return to the Puripad laboratory in Hateno Village. If you go there, I can make even more improvements to your Puripad. Start with the sensor. You'll find the lab in the east of Cluto, off in the southeast corner of Hyrule. On its far side is Hateno Village. Go a bit farther than that and you'll see a mighty peculiar place. Don't let the looks fool you. It's a carnage lab. Alright, I'm going to head over there. I'll be waiting for you to arrive. See you in Hateno Village. Don't keep me waiting.
Alright. Hateno Research Lab. Oops. Alright. I'm so sorry. Oh, hey, it's you again. So, you know, I've been I've taken the time to say all my goodbyes. The thing is, it's always really dusty around here, so I work overtime to clean it all up. Well, I was working so hard, in fact, that the force of my broom accidentally took out part of this wall. Ever since I've been hearing this creepy voice coming from the hole, I made it almost sound like a demon growling. No one else claims to hear it, but I certainly do. At this point, I'm pretty sure I unsettled that demon when I busted up the wall. So it stands to reason that if it wants revenge, I'll be the one who gets targeted. Robbie, Gante, goodbye forever. So there was a path after all. I figured this was the royal family's emergency shelter. There would be a path that leads to here. So if you follow it then. Yeah, let's go inside. Oh fuck, okay, how do I do a demon voice? Hear me. Alright. I need a weapon that's not this. Can I get one of this dude's broken weapons? Alright. Excellent. Sense me. Oh, this is more just like Batman than anything. Where is she? Oh, this guy. Come to me. Alright, hold on. How do I want to do his voice? That's not just Batman. Oh, no. I guess it's just be Batman. Oh, so there are some who still pay me homage. You could talk. You don't say. You can hear my voice. Yes. Now that's a surprise. I don't know, I'm Batman. What were you praying for? On life, wealth, like so many of your kind. Whichever it was, you came to the right place. A dealer in life and power. That was me once. Alas, life for money, bargains, didn't sit well with the goddess Hylia. She turned me into a stone statue long ago. Even then, I continued my bargains as a statue in a Tato village. Still, the goddess did not like what I was doing. I was banished from the main street to the outskirts of town, scorned and neglected, but that was not enough for her. Again, I was sent away. I spent time trapped in a pond, with only fish for company, and finally here. Perhaps some another might have learned a lesson from this, but I have not. Not I. No, I have only been biding my time for the moment when someone who can... I can't do this. That's giving me a headache. The moment when someone who can hear me appears, someone such as you. I'm sure we can reach a beneficial arrangement. I have dealt only with fish for too long, and fish make terrible deals. Now then, shall we strike a bargain? Hold still, and don't fret. I'll take care of everything. This won't hurt a bit. Here we go again. Alright. Fa-ha-ha! My touch is as subtle as ever. No, note how I took the essence from you without leaving a mark. Deal with the statue. The old statue you met in Royal Hidden Passage stole one of your heart containers before offering you some sort of deal. Perhaps you could get your essence back by bargaining with it. You. Give it back. Did you think I'd deceive you? Perish the thought. I hope that ours will be a long and profitable relationship. So, what will it be? Give me a heart. A wise choice. Now remain still. Okay. Cheeky way to heal. You look skeptical. Not to worry. Money and life are all the same as one to me. If you're ready to begin, then the first you must sell me either type of essence for 100 rupees. If you want to buy an essence back, the price rises to 120 rupees. Before you cry foul, know that you may choose which one I return to you, a heart container or a stamina vessel. I'm eager to help tamper with your essence anytime. You want to return and pray here. I feel like that's the voice. Thanks, but no. What's the worst that can happen? Let's keep going. Alright, hold on. Ah, cool. Give me this. Rock. I didn't mean to break that flint. Damn. There's no sword here, so... This fucking dude, I forget about him, and he scares me every goddamn time. Alright. Still more shit behind us, but what's up there? Amber. Alright. Well, that helps my bombs, but no fucking... I guess I'll just use the Boko Reaper, fuck it. Where was a rock? Oh, I almost missed this. Hearty truffle. Does this tell me a recipe? Hearty truffle and 3 Highland shrooms? That could be something. I mean, it probably does make something, but... Alright, there was one down here. Really? Alright, guess I'm using this. Did I just kill a keys or some shit? There's nothing here. Okay. The music is kind of unsettling. Can I fuse a chest to a weapon? Ooh. Yeah, Campbell. Are these brick normally? Amber. God damn, dude. Oh, maybe this is just a way to get back up. Yeah. I'm glad I broke that then, because I might not be able to... that's right in front. Alright, so let me finish her quest, I guess. Goodbye forever. I broke the wall and angered the demon, and I'll be painful with my life. Where I'll be granted goodbye forever. You what? You went inside the hole. Did you find the demon? Is this goodbye for me?
Mhm.
Wait, a demon statue was in there, you say? I know a bit about those. Want to know what I know? Of course.
Eh?
Yeah, deal in life. Oh, yeah.
Ah.
Okay. Great horn statue. Take this. 20 rupees. I need arrows and weapons and everything.
Oh.
Decayed.
Ah.
Yeah, I took the weapons here. Can I... Healthy cooking, Oh, can I... Hold on, I want to try... What was it? It was... Hold. 1, 2, 3. Cook. Okay. I thought this was a go for a second. I'm still not sure. Hey, you new here? You may scoff, but I know a fresh face when I see one. I couldn't say that because I'm a newcomer too. My name's Bermano, and they put me in charge of cooking for some reason. I want to say something fancy like, for today's menu, we have a fruit and mushroom mix. Now, for review right up. Yeah, I was really looking forward to saying that, but I'm plumb out of apples, and I don't have my most important ingredients. Say goodbye to rich, full flavor. And there's detecting an aroma of sweet, tangy, pleasant aroma. Could it be? Do you have an apple? Take this. Wow, you're really generous. Hold on. I like how I did the cooking thing. I'm calling it Bomano's special fruit and mushroom mix. Looks tasty, doesn't it? Fruit and mushroom mix. Only 2 hearts. I like to make a big deal out of it, but anyone can make it. All you need is an apple, a mushroom, and a pot. Okay. Did that reload? No, that did not reload. Can I go up the ladder? Why can't I pick up weapons? Well, here's some arrows. I'll pick up all these arrows. All. Yep, I'll buy them all. Thank you. Was this another well? I mean, I don't see a weapon here. Can I do this? No. Can I do this? No. All right. Where can I get a weapon? I'm trying to think. I could just go down to the depths and just find those statues. Or I could go down to like this. Yeah, here we go. Some long sticks. I'll do it. I didn't realize that was all of them. Alright, stick. And that. Stick. And that. Rusty halberd spear. Oh. It's already fused. Okay. It's a long ass stick. A spiky spear. Huh. Alright, let me go back. Well, I could do this cave. Yeah, let me do this cave, I guess. This is what I'm looking for. Oh, well, now I'll go back. Bubble gem. Hold on, can I get a good look at this dude? I can get inside of it. Damn, too far. Amber. Alright. Let's go back. I'll continue exploring that cave. Oh. I jumped. There. There we go. Yeah. Like how there's just a rock floating behind them. I did not want to jump off, to be honest, because I want to glut. Oh, I guess it's still raining. Even though it says sunny? What the fuck? Alright. Back into the cave. Royal Hidden Passage. It looks like it saves progress for like the rocks you destroyed, which is nice. Alright. This I definitely like want to blow up. Oops. There's a fucking weapon. Oh my god. Huh. Ooh. Alright. I'm glad I can't carry any more weapons, cause alright. There's another passage right here. Or maybe not, maybe it's just arrows. Okay. I thought that little crack in the wall was something. I'm down for more arrows though. Do I need to light those torches? Lighting those torches feels like it would do something. Rock salt, okay. Oh. Can I light them? Oh yeah. Okay. Well, that did nothing. I'm looking at the map. Alright. A soldier's claim more. I'll drop this one. I want it because it said it consumes less stamina during charge attacks, and that might be really good for when I'm swinging around my sword. Alright. Come back to this. The rock slayage. Oh, I got some armor. Hmm. 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 Goodbye. Whoops. Alright, well, let me try this then. Alright, I'm using a bomb. Let me grab that first. Okay. I might go into the water, I guess. Let's see what's down here first. This looks like it's just taking me to the water. Alright. Oh. Can you shoot it? Shoot it. Thank you. A little late, but thank you. Disappointment. Alright. Okay, I'm glad I did not destroy these two because... Oh, I took a picture of the real one. Luminous one, though. I could take. Cool. I need more topaz for the Twilight armor. Damn, there goes the rock hammer. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is a boss fight. Now the question is, because I'm underground, is it gonna be Phantom Ganon? Or is it gonna be the rock one? The stone taluses. Well. It's making some funky noises. I feel like I should be up high. Do I have a bow that fires, no, I don't. Oh, it's, a Hinox. I'll take the weapon. Alright, fuck it, let's stop breaking. Let's go fight a Hinox, I guess. Ooh. Damn, it's different from Breath of the Wild. Man just ripped out his own fucking ribs to throw at me. You know, if Talon could shoot him, that'd be great. What the fuck just happened? Bees, get 'em, bees! Damn, I thought I could get the eyeball to like roll around some more. I could push it in the water. He has no health left. Yeah, that's it. I want that fucking horn, bro. Give me that. Oh, hold on. That's right. Stomachs. Yo, the skull's moving. That's sick. Okay, how much damage? 29. I feel like that's not a lot. I feel like I have other shit that's better. Oh, guess not. I think I used something that was better. 29 though, that's pretty good. Alright. What do I want to do? I don't have any bombs. And I'm not seeing that many bombs. No. I just fucking killed the thing. That's a little unfair. And I'm stuck again. Oh, no, I got a claymore. Hold on. Hold on, can I get this with the claymore? I can't. Okay. Ah, there we go. Ooh, you're glowy. Let me use this. Oh, wait. The cheese, thank you. Ice Lake, okay. Oh, no more arrows. Is this more soldier armor? Yep. At least I got some arrows. Was I just not noticing the gloom before? There was no blood moon. Or maybe there wasn't? Alright. I thought that was a blood moon. Yeah, because I don't see the gloom now. Oh, now I do. I'm just gonna fuse everything to this. Not how big this fucking cave is. There's a rusted claymore right there. Okay. Alright, I have like 5 or 6 weapons with rocks on it. Hopefully I don't run out. Give me this. Are these the luminous stones? Yo, this isn't zonite. Zonite. Yeah, come here. Where are you? What's my... Oh, did I use it? I might have like thrown it out or some shit. What is this thing's weapon? Seven, okay. I can work with this. Fuck, I took. Okay, I did take his weapon. Okay. So what's down here? Oh, here's a chest. Knight's halberd. Yeah, let's drop. Oh, whoops. Drop that. Alright. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Cool. It's easier to do with this. If I find another rock, I'll use it on this. Alright. Oh, I made it through. Okay. What's that halberd thing? Oh, it broke it. No, it's okay. Okay. How does one get in there? Can I get in there a different way? Hmm. Does it want me to climb up or? I guess it wants me to climb up. Hold on. Alright. And soldier's armor. I'm not sure if it actually wants me to like those things or not. Want to anyway. Alright. I think that's it. I think I've discovered everything here. Can I go straight up from here? Damn. Alright. Yeah, I think that is everything I was supposed to get here. I like the music. There's more. There's a more pathway going up. Alright. Yeah. Keep it going. Oh, I'm just gonna blow this up. There it is. Chuck like. This. Alright. There you go. Nice shit, but I can't carry anymore. There's probably more to this, right? At least that's what this looks like. Would you look at that? Need more bombs. Alright. How do I want to get out of here? I guess I could just keep going. Where is this gonna take me, though? Oh, I hear the thing. I can't look below me. There you go. There you go. You get a good look at him now. Looks like the boss from Twilight Princess, who had the Twilight Mirror. All right. Oh, is that it? Yeah, for this. Oh, also got, yeah. Okay, so I've gotten every ore. Yeah, there's no other way out. At least I didn't see it. Can I just go up? I can. Alright. Let me find my way to Kakariko. I know Kakariko's like around here somewhere. Alright. Have I been over there yet? Doesn't look like it. I can unlock it though. And I'll probably just do it later. Equip those. Alright. Let's get that out of the way. Oh, that's another stable, it looks like. I think I'm only missing 1 point. Oh, there's another one up there. Alright. Grab this. Maya Chideg Shrine. Alright. I think Friday I'll start doing some of the shrines because I think I've like gathered enough to like fill out an entire stream. But I'll probably grab more off stream. Did I get that one? No, I can't check. I think I did get that one. Yeah, it's right on the pathway. I know that there's one down here that I didn't get. Alright. It's Terrytown. Oh, it's up there. I see it. Alright. Oh, there's a dragon up there. This is where one of the towers was, right? All surrounded by the goop. Akala Citadel ruins. Domi Zuen Shrine. Alright. I want to look around here for a second. Even though it's rainy. Alright. Royal Guard Spear. Cool. I am not equipping that right now. Oh, how do I get in there? How do I get in this room? Aha. Oh. Akala Citadel Ruins Summit Cave. Okay. What's in here? Pierced deity armor. Okay. Well. That's not what I want. I want this. Oh. Damn, it's too far. Alright. Yeah, I was hoping to like slide a little bit. That's fine. Let me get out of here. Alright, where am I going? I think I'm just going this way. I could go to that shrine. Did I get that shrine? No. Unless it's this shrine. No, no, that's definitely not that shrine. Alright. Oh, maybe it is that shrine. I'd see a great fairy on it though. Or anywhere near it. I don't have anything for stamina, so hopefully I have enough. And won't fall into the water. Yeah, I think I'll be able to make it. Maybe. Okay. I mean, I made it. But I took a heart. Kisi Nona Shrine. Alright. Here's Zor's domain, right? So, like, it should be like, yeah, maybe, right? I don't think it's further down that way. I think it's more or less this way. Let me grab a horse while I'm here, though. And I think this is also a reward here. No. Alright. Take horse. I'm gonna customize Garudin. Because the white and purple are not doing it for me. You changed the main. Yeah. Let's just go with the normal main. Yeah. Nope. Good. Alright, just making sure I get that Korok. Beetle, let me talk to you. Alright. What have you got? All. Bye. A fruit that contains pressurized water. Cooking it brings out ability to enhance swim speed when instigated. Okay, ingested. Oops. Hey. Is the tower up there? I could go get this tower. Yeah, you know what? Let me go get this tower. The throne, a color. Alright. Alright. Can I sort? There you go. Alright. Climbing a rock. Very interesting content. What's happening in Pokemon Go? Alright. What the fuck is this stuff? This isn't gloom, is it? It's moving. What the fuck is this shit? What the fuck? Does not look like gloom. Alright. Damn, I can't make it up there. Oops. Nah, damn, I thought okay. I'm gonna climb it normally. I don't think I can go up in time. Dude, not much is happening in Pokemon Go. I keep always getting like the same Pokemon spawns. Like Tangela, Starly, Execute. Yeah, what the fuck is this? You don't see me. You do not know. No, go away. Alright. Alright. Oh, it reminds me of Super Mario Sunshine. Wait, I need flood. Wash it away. Upland Zorana Skyviews. My gills, you there, please help me. The sludge fell upon me so suddenly. I could wash it all away if only I had some water. Well, that's why I got, where the fuck is it? Oh shit! There we go. You saved me. Thank you. How shameful that this should happen to me. Captain of the guard at Zora's domain. Unbelievable. After the upheaval, that filth suddenly began falling from the sky. It sullied the waters around here, and in Zora's domain, everyone is at their wits' end because of it. That is why I set out to investigate the surrounding area myself. To think I would fall prey to falling sludge myself. Just thinking of it makes my scales bristle. My gills still feel so unclean. If you had not sprayed me with water, I shudder to think what would have happened to me. Please take the Zora spear as a token of my thanks. I am sorry that it is not much, but it is all I have. It decayed like all the other weapons at the same time of the upheaval. But, well, it is not unusable at least. You have many weapons in your possession, it would seem. If you make room and return, I will gift you the Zora sphere. Okay, my room. You come back. You must allow me to thank you. Thank you for saving me. Here is the Zora sphere. It is yours, just like the elephants. Okay. Yields high attack power when it gets wet. Okay. Mired in muck. Alright. Skip this. Oh shit, look at that. I want to know what's on that, like, sphere. Alright. Surface map updated. Is that a fish? The island looks exactly like a fish. Alright, the sky map has also been updated. Alright. What is on the sphere? The sphere. Am I playing Mario Galaxy now? Oh. Oh, hey. Whoops, I did not want to do that. Why are you after me? I am your master. Okay. These don't like me, apparently. Alright. Well, there's one. Oh shit, hold on. Oh hey, I stopped at like the perfect time. Alright. Did I go by? I did go by it. Okay. Nope, that ain't it. Hold on. Type. Here we go. Is that it? Just wings and carts? And fans and beam emitters. Okay. Am I supposed to turn this a certain way to get below? Well, I guess so. Alright. What's in here? Sage's Will. Oh shit. Alright. What the fuck is that over there? Can I go back to the top? Okay. It's like down there somewhere, right? In the mountain? Right? I can't remember. It's here. This is it. Okay. Yeah, I could probably get over there. What color is it? Pink art. Pink one, here I come. Oh, I see it, I think. Let me equip this shit again. You know, I am curious as to what that is on my left there, on top of that mountain. Taking a little detour. Oh, isn't this where the elephant was? Pop. Pop. Fuck. I thought I had time to whip out my my glider. What is this gonna spawn me? I'm back at the sphere. Alright. Oh, come on. Come on. Damn, can I do it from here then? Come on. I'm not even like... Okay. I want to know what's on top of this thing right there. Not. I know what's on top of this like flower-looking island, but okay. Let me see what's over here. Alright, this time I will definitely bring out my glider. Azora sword. That would have killed me. Oh my god. And a Azora long sword, cool. Blue Lizardforce horn. Okay. Don't tell me I shouldn't be here yet. Unless I go through the top. Oh, I got it. No? Okay. What's in here? A strong zonite spear. Well, you know what? Let's drop the boomerang. I haven't used the boomerang ever. Alright, now I can head on to Kakariko. Which is down this way. Alright. Okay. Where am I going? Oh, I didn't mark it. Wow. I could just go here. Hold on, let me go here. See if there's a stable nearby or something. Alright. Oh, this one. Okay. Is that the closest stable? That might be the closest stable. I mean, there's this one. Yeah, I'm gonna go to this one. I haven't unlocked this stable yet, so... Alright. Give me my horse.
Hey! Oh!
Alright. 2 more points.
Ah!
Take horse.
Oh!
And Gurud in here.
Ah!
Gurud has a ton of stamina.
Oh! Oh!
Also,
Ah! Oh! Hmm.
yeah, he said something about these footprints, but I wasn't paying attention that much. Alright, come on. What have you got? I'll take all your arrows. I'll take your bundle of arrows. Alright. There we go. Kakariko, here I come. Alright. Let me equip my favorite gear. Do I just have a normal sword? I do have this one. Alright. I don't know if what's his name is here. Alright. Hey, how's it going, Darkfire? Is the monster camp still here? Oh, there's someone up ahead. It's a Gerudo. You hear that? It's coming from around here somewhere. Is that a jump? I hear it. I am hearing it then. Maybe it's the one I'm destined to walk through life with, calling me that way. Maybe, but it just can't be. I wonder. Okay. This used to be a monster camp. Hey, bud. Badum badum beedum badum badum beedum, yeah. Come on, beedum badum badum beedum buzz buzz badum buzza 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 dum. What are you doing? Whoa. Hey, don't interrupt. I'm busy calling bees with that my beat. Come on, don't look at me like that. I know it's goofy, but I gotta try. See, the conductor in the musical troupe I play in has been a little down. I figured I'd make him honey creeps. That should cheer Maestro right up. I like how his name is Beets. That's pretty good. But I can't get my hands on any coarser bee honey. How am I supposed to make honey crepes without the honey? Struggling here. I need 3 combs of honey. Beehives around Kakariko up north. Alright. It's going, waiting for food. Yeah, what food are you getting? Oh, and yesterday, or I should say this morning, I decided to do some runs in Destiny. Some executive. Nice. So yesterday, I can make this real good. I was doing some runs in Destiny. So all I need now for the dungeon is the exotic, a solo run, and a flawless run. Oh, let me pull this close to myself. And then also, oh, that's perfect. All right. Try Lingo. Look at it. Not falling. So for the new dungeon, all I need is an all void run. And then I need to solo it. And then I get the title. And I also got Vex yesterday. Vex Mythoclast. So I'm probably going to do a Catalyst run after stream. Hey, there you go. Sleepover. Alright. I should try one of the sleepover tickets. Come on. What? Alright. Someone tells me you're Yiga. Let's fight you anyway. No, you're not. Okay. You're here to see the sights, right? And let me guess, you want to see the chief of Kakariko Village. I'm right, huh? I hear she's an amazing leader who rebuilt the village. The folks there love her. Oh, but don't let me keep you. Kakariko Village is right down the road. Have fun. I want to go up there. Kakariko Village. Last. We're hands-on with the ring ruins at last. I can't believe it. Letty, this chunk is just a small piece of one of the ring ruins. Nothing much, really. Why is it floating? Should it be floating? I mean, compared to the main sites like that ring ruin over there, it's broken in two. But I can still see the full ring. Well, we can't visit that one by order of Princess Zelda herself. No one's allowed to go anywhere near it. Alright. Don't mind me. I'm just definitely leaving everything just as I found it. Wait, you're not with the survey team, are you? I thought we were gonna get yelled at again. We really want to become members of the Zonai survey team, so we came here to study the ruins. Did you know that ring ruins have been found only in Kakariko Village and nowhere else? That's why the Zonai survey team sent the specialists to examine them. Alright. Come on, I'm sorry already. But after we're done here, I want to see the stone slab found in each ring ruin. It's a huge discovery, they say. Naturally, 5 ring ruins. Oh man, the slowdown is bad here. Holy shit, that was like a 15 FPS. Oh my. Clothing shop. Let me buy some clothes. 5,000? Bro. My grandmother be okay? Okay. Huh? Oh, welcome. Sorry. I just drifted off. I'm so tired lately. So, look, I know I won't help talking about it, but I'm going to do it anyway. My grandmother's really sick. I'm running the shop while my little sister Leslie is looking after her. We're sort of getting by, but we're both so exhausted. I'm sorry about this. We really need money for grandmother's treatment. I've had to hike up the prices on everything we've had in stock. It's just for now. As soon as grandmother is healthy again, I can set up prices back to normal. I shouldn't bring my home situation into the shop with me. It's just to get it off my chest, but I probably shouldn't have dumped it all down on the customer. Okay, tenants over to professionalism. I'm sorry about that. Allow me to welcome you to Enchanted. Anyway, you can't get your hands on CC brand fashion unless you go to a southeast Tano village. But why go there when we can meet all your fashion needs right here? We serve both style and quality. Situation home. You see, my grandmother is sick and bad with a strange illness, and my little sister Leslie volunteered to take care of her. Leslie was supposed to be studying fashion out southeast in the Tana village by now, but she loves her grandmother so much that she put her dreams on hold. I'm sorry about this, but we really need money for grandmother's treatment. I've packed up the personal everything in stock. Okay. Which one is our house? This is like a map? Oh, Wordsworth with the weird fucking chin. Link, you would come to curious over here. Who are you again? Drove sense of humor, I see. It's me, Wordsworth, the ancient Hyrule scholar you met at Lookout Landing. Aren't you curious about my finds here, Link?
Oh.
I'm gonna need to grab another drink soon. This is a picture of the stone tablet that fell from the sky at Lookout Landing. I managed to decipher the inscription on it using my notes on ancient Hyrulean I had in storage at this research lab. Back food was being delivered. You mentioned the things you were missing from the dungeon. Yes. Solo run and all void. And then obviously the exotic. But I think I'm gonna do the solo run before I try to like farm for the exotic. Just so I can get the higher chance. And I also got Vex Mythoclast last night. So I think I might do a Catalyst run after the stream. Here's what it says. One's held why honor Oz made to King Rauru and Queen Sonia, thereafter to his sister, onto Princess Zelda. Okay. Yeah. I did 2 runs of King's Fall. Even with like I got the exotic multiplier for Vex at 4. And I've been doing it for King's Fall. My King's Fall is at 6 and I still haven't gotten it, so her on there's great Stan on 12 Mo withal make Y and I min time with the royal family. So much hero remembrance preserving for the sake of them on whom our hope rests. There's not much to go on, but you can clearly read the names of King Rauru and Queen Sonia, the founders of Hyrule. The name Zelda is clearly legible elsewhere in the text. The author finishes by saying that she will write about the royal family's daily lives in 13 segments. It certainly seems to be a royal diary left behind by Chamberlain or someone of the equivalent station. Yeah. I might run it again as my Titan, but probably not. The part that catches my attention is the third name mentions Zelda. There's no record of anyone by that name in any of the other texts we've unearthed so far. But this is evidence that the name Zelda is much older than the princess. It dates all the way back to the Hyrule's founding. What's written here must be the start of the first-hand account of Hyrule. Did you notice the number 13 there? That means there are 12 more stone tablets to be found if a royal chamberlain really left these. It's an interesting perspective on the day-to-day life of the era, one which historian books don't mention. 12 stone tablets left, fascinating. If you happen to find more stone tablets on your travels, get some kind of visual evidence of them and show it to me. I'll make sure to reward it for you. Okay. Which house has the grandmother in it? Definitely not this house. Oh, I like the drums. Like a letter E. Calypso channel. Nah. Grandma. Where's the sick grandma? I don't see a sick grandma in there. This won't look either. Are you? Oh, you're Leslie. What to do? At this rate, grandmother's health isn't going to, and Claire's so busy running the clothing shop, I just have to do it myself. I'll find a cure for my grandmother. What's wrong? Are you a traveler? You see, it's my grandmother's gloom stuff, porridge, only thing coming down in greens that could help with gloom sickness. Gloom? Yeah, I know about the gloom. Green account. Okay, porridge. Wild greens. Okay. Alright, so what do I need? Hylian rice, fresh milk, and wild greens. Alright, hold on. Let me get my notes out. Easy recipe. I'm not sure if I have anything that counteracts gloom, though. Let's see. Hylian rice, fresh milk, wild greens, and something to counteract the gloom. Okay. Oops. I don't think I have anything like that. The bitter powder makes them inedible. What kind of this? Glue? Oh yeah, okay. Hylian rice. Do I have Hylian rice? I don't think I do. Alright. So I need Hylian rice. Fresh milk. I have the fresh milk. And wild greens. Alright. Is anyone cooking? Or anyone growing rice? I mean... Dude, the lag here is so bad. The frame dropping. Whoops. I don't have rice or wild greens, apparently. Oh ho ho, surprised? I've been training Cocos to swoop on and rascallions who try to mess with these trees. You heard of god dogs? Well, try god cuckers. Heading my guardians and a mistake someone will make more than once. Oh no, indeed. Dude, I'm gonna add like 15 FPS. It's bad. Did I see a chest? No. I think I definitely might take my save and just put it on PC. You got fucking nothing, ma'am. I'm sorry, the old fellas who stock this place are busy driving off monsters. Ring Ruin, west of the hill. Okay. Codger's Quarrel. pot lid. Wait, what's this place? Ah. Akuda wings.
Oh.
Okay. Give me all this.
Ma.
What happens if you buy
Ah.
the
Ah.
cool. The clothing at full price? Is that Busha? I'm not supposed to use it for my ring garlands. Definitely, you're gonna get all dirty. Okay. Not Busha, Joshua, that's the name. Alright. Let me save. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab another drink. Wait. Wait. Let me do this. Alright, I am back. Let's go talk to, what's her name? That's disappointing.
Yeah.
The ring ruins are the most intriguing ruins I've researched, especially this one. The way part of it floats up there. Okay, it is supposed to float. I thought it was just game breaking. You had the foresight to focus on all of these special ruins and invite the survey team to look at it right away. I'm impressed, Chief Pyre. Oh no, I'm no chief. I just couldn't refuse my predecessor when she decided to pass the title to me rather suddenly. I'm really a chief in name only, since I still have a great deal to. Oh, is that you, Master Link? I'm so happy that I get to see you again. I'm overjoyed that both you and Princess Zelda are safe, Master Link. What? Princess Zelda is still missing? That just confuses the matter more. You see, I actually met with the princess not too long ago. It was immediately after the upheaval. Princess Zelda came here to Kakariko Village. She ordered us to stay far away from ring ruin that floats above us, no matter what. I saw myself, the princess, right before my eyes. She left as soon as she arrived. I wasn't able to ask her anything more about the unusual instructions. We thought it was to protect the villagers from the harm. This ruin does not look like it could crash down at any moment. That's what Pyre and I suspect, at least. But still, I know you would not misspeak, Master Link, especially on a matter of such importance. How confusing. Oh, my apologies. Master Link, I was so pleased to see you I completely forgot common courtesy. Please allow me to introduce Mr. Taro, an esteemed member of the Zonai survey team. I invited him here to investigate the ring ruins that fell from our village. He has incredibly deep knowledge of the Zonai civilization. He's even familiar with Zonai script. He is truly an ancient and incredible talented individual. It's clear that the floating ring ruin that we were forbidden to explore is a unique and incredibly valuable find. Several more ring ruins with such a shape have fallen down around the village. Most have broken apart in some way. What's fascinating is that a stone slab with writing was found at each site. Deciphering the text showed that each slab contains rather interesting content, including mention of sages. There is still so much we don't know and understand. I think that perhaps the ruin floating in the air also has a slab that makes mention of the sages. I can't investigate, as that would go against Princess Zelda's direct orders. If only I could meet with her again, I'm sure I could persuade her to change her mind. In any case, I'm having trouble squaring your story about Princess Zelda with the Princess Zelda we met. If everything is alright, why won't she just show herself? She must have some reason. Until we find out Princess Zelda's true intentions, we have no choice but to trust her and leave that ruin alone. Oh, I neglected to tell you this earlier, Master Link. I have taken over the title of chief from my grandmother. Actually, I still have a long way to go before I truly earn that title, but I intend to follow that path from the first to last step. The upheaval brought with it big changes for our village. Afterward, we learned that the ring ruins were true rarities, with certain features that are not present anywhere else. Because of that, we now have tourists coming to the village to view them. Can you believe it? From now on, the ring ruins will be the cornerstone of ensuring the vitality of our village. As the Kakariko village chief, that is how I think of them, a blessing born of tragedy. I haven't yet learned anything about Princess Zelda's whereabouts, so I'm not sure I'll be any of help to you, but still, I know that I'll always support you. If you ever need anything of this village, or if anything transpires, we are here for you, Link. So apparently, if you talk to her like this, Master Link, that is to say, I'm terribly grateful that you've come to speak with me, truly. However, you're, just a bit too, just a bit underdressed, don't you think? And then, Master Link, I'm always happy to see you, of course. It's just, well, while I have somehow gotten used to Mr. Taro's state of dress, when it comes to you, I was wondering if you wouldn't mind wearing a little more clothing, just for modesty's sake, if that's okay. Yeah, she doesn't want to, like, look at you if you're shirtless. What are you doing?
Under Princess Zelda's orders, everyone is strictly forbidden from getting close to that ring. If that applies to an ancient archaeologist like me, it's only person an amateur like you.
Princess's orders?
Princess Zelda visited Kakariko village recently. Her orders were clear. Of all the ring ruins, this site is off limits. She left before giving any sort of reason why. Maybe she wanted to keep the village safe. Ruins aren't known for being structurally sound after all.
You!
Hey, you there! Come here!
You don't have to yell, I'm right next to you. Oh yeah, hold on. Let me check something out. Oh, Korok. Yeah. Yep. No trust, huh? Alright. Right. Hold on. There, that's what I wanted to do. No, off. Okay. Don't worry, I want him to climb. He doesn't climb. Or don't want him to climb. He climbs.
There it out again. Oh, is that really you? Link? Why, it's been some time. You gave me quite a shock. I didn't expect to see you appear here in our village. And right now, too, while our chief is... The chief? I suppose you haven't heard. The lady former chief, Lady Impa, retired. Now, Lady Pyra is the chief of Kakariko village. I've been working as her assistant, but Lady Pyra is ignoring her responsibility. She won't listen to anything I say. All these ruins have her full attention.
What happens if I go to a room? Where's her dad? Ooh, oh. Pura's diary. Perhaps it's a side effect of returning to my previous form 100 years ago, but I dream about that time. Back then, Robbie and I did whatever we pleased at the Royal Ancient Lab. Age reversal experimentation explosions, warping failure explosions, explosion prevention device explosions. I recall us trying things that likely would have gotten us tossed out if Impa and Princess Zelda hadn't covered for us. Impa scolded me often, but never too harshly. Those were fun times. I haven't decided where to hide 3 of my 4 diary volumes at. It seems like a good idea to hide one of them away in my own room. I've been at Lookout Lane a lot lately. Maybe I should go back to a lab in Hateno Village to place the diary. Diary of a Chief. I think I'll read all of that now. Oh shit! This is the cover art. Breath of the Wild. Not cover art, but I forget what it is. I have it hung up, but on the other side's a map, so I have the map side showing. But is this other side of the map? Nah. Alright. Was there a shrine nearby that I could just access? Alright. There's gold apples? A rare, very sweet fruit that seems to have an extra sparkle to it, sometimes found in normal apples. Huh. Oh shit, there's ruins here as well. Was golden apples a thing in Breath of the Wild? Probably not. I feel like I would have heard about that. I feel like the snake strikes could be good. Was this supposed to be like ancient writing? Or was it blood? I'm not even sure. Beep. Yeah. What are you doing in my secret base? Well, now that it's found out, I guess I could tell you, but you had to promise not to tell. I found Mommy's recipe. I want to make Mommy's cooking for Daddy and Big Sis because they work so hard, so I'm growing my own vegetables.
Whoa.
I'm going to keep this a secret from them till I learn how to do cooking right, so no telling. In exchange, can you eat some vegetables whenever you want? Remember, you can't tell anyone. Anyone. First page. My beloved husband always gives us all when cooking. Hold on. Tough meat stuffed pumpkin. Okay. Apples and goat butter. See what this makes. Tough meat stuffed pumpkin. A. This works. Oh, more separate slabs. Protect the kingdom of the demon king. Alright. Alright. Oh. Hold on. Here, I'll get some kosovi honey. Oh, this is a shrine. How come I didn't fucking see that earlier? Oh, there's a thing. Disappointment! Where the fuck are you? Okay. I feel like sometimes, yeah. Sometimes it takes longer than it should to just get up somewhere. Hey. Makasura Shrine. This music sounds familiar, but I can't put my finger on where I've heard it. Like the little dun 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 noises. Alright. Damn, now he comes to give me a boost. Alright. Damn, the Switch really just is a fucking Tears of the Kingdom machine now, huh? Like, I can guarantee you, every single one of my friends who is online right now is playing Tears of the Kingdom. Let me see. Tears of the Kingdom. Hold on. Let me just show. Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom. And now Tears of the Kingdom. Alright. Oops. Alright, yeah, that's fine. I didn't mean to. I keep thinking A and B are swapped. Alright. I should probably go down there. Because I don't know where I'm going. East Hill Chasm. I'm like right at a location already. Alright. Hmm. Not much to discover around here, right? Yeah, so I'm gonna go back up. All right. All right. Let me get this going. Go straight up. I love you, Hearty Truffle. Wake up. Oh dear, this isn't the place to go to sleep. So Guru's not far off, and if he finds out someone's been sleeping on one of the stone slabs, a precious artifact, I'll be the one who gets it. Stone slabs. Okay, yeah. The Demon King left something in case he came back. Deciphered writings of Guru's. Sorry. Sounds like to me. I had a Hearty Truffle. I might have used it. Oh. A gentle aroma with a strong, heartier undertone. My dear Hearty Truffle, I have you now. Uh-huh. Was that just a dream, and where am I? That's right, I was changing the beds. Anyway, thank you for waking me up. I need to hurry back to the inn. Oh, that Trevor's gonna be so mad at me. I can take my honey. Alright, stone slabs. Yeah. Alright. The era of the Demon King. Yeah. Let's go. Let's continue to go up. Alright. Alright, what am I looking for here? Can I? Okay. There you go. Large zonite. Alright. Hopefully I can stand on this. Oh, I am barely standing on. Alright. Where's the fucking disappointment here? Dismiss? Summon? Let's go. That did not go how I wanted it to go. Just keep spinning. Spin to win. Spin to win. Oh no. Spin to win. Okay. Hodge's Qual updated. Alright. There we go. Strong Zonite sword. Okay. Let's drop that. I want that. Give me that. Fuck that. Give me this. Hell yeah. Spike ball. Alright. Oh, I don't believe it. It's shot quiet. You defeated all those monsters? Just who are you? That was some kind of fighting he did there, Olkin. It sure was. A firm grasp of defenses and a strong hand with offense. I have. You know what? He ain't wrong. Fucking spinning around with a fire thing. I've had it all wrong all these years. It's like a piece of fuzz just flying out. What the fuck? I've had it all around these years. It's plain as day now. You can't defeat your enemies purely with defense. Oh, I had it right. Okay.
Oh.
Showed us how good it was. Yes. All right. All right. Where can I go? Ring Ruins, West Necluda. Maybe from the single? Oh, hello, Taro. Nothing to do. I mean, there's 4 ring ruins around the village. It wants me. Okay. I know it wants me to, but.
You.
Can't wait to see a video of how someone glitches him out. Okay. Oh, there's more bee stuff. Cool. That's a nice way to just ignore bees. What the fuck is this? Caged gloom? What the fuck? Gloom expert, stone slabs, talking about gloom, yellow plant, new species, alternate cure. Okay. will the ring react? I'm gonna ignore this shit for now. Oops, I did not mean to take a picture. I guess I could do the geoglyphs to investigate. Alright. I actually might. That's a cave. That's a big ass cave. I should go in there. Actually, let me go here. Because there's one thing I didn't do. Now just remembering. Alright. And while I'm here, I can go to the shop. Oh, close shop. I don't know if I want to get involved. Here, Highland rice.
Yeah.
Farming computer, fresh milk, pasture.
Oh.
Take all these.
Oh.
And now I just need wild greens. Alright. Customer present. CC's best work. Sorry, work remains. Get a head start. Yeah, care for all of us. Dye shop, pasture, laboratory. Sorry if I'm not reading. I'm not too interested. I think I have to give up. Oh man, I'm sorry to keep you waiting. Are you also a tourist who's come to see my sisters? I mean, the new line of CC products? As long as it's just you, you're free to go into the shop. CC herself is in right now, in fact. Nothing you'll see is for sale. It's only an exhibition right now. Sorry to disappoint. Not selling. Sorry. Okay. What the fuck? Another practically perfect masterpiece. It's an exemplar of the form from every angle. But this sort of thing on which I've built my name on reputation, world-renowned CC, Oh, pardon me. Are you admiring here to meet the incomparable CC? I must say, you don't seem to show any sort of interest in fashion. Welcome to Ventest Clothing, the only boutique in the world which carries the CC brand. And if you aren't aware, you stand before the very woman who changed this fusty old village into the birthplace of nouvelle fashion. As proof, I present you this. The CC hat, the newest and most magnificent work by yours truly, CC. Do you see that luxurious curve? Do you note my avant-garde when you call it the pinnacle of perfection? This piece is so special that I dare not assign a price to it. It's not for sale. I shall only part with it when I find someone truly worthy of owning it. Only the most impressive fashionista in Hyrule's trendiest village is worthy of such a crown.
What's all this about Hyrule's trendiest village? I don't remember approving any new slogans for Ateno.
Ah, look who's here. What can I do for you, oh esteemed Mayor Reed? I'm sorry, really sorry. I tried to stop him from coming like you asked, but he wouldn't take no for an answer.
Cece, you have got to quit littering the village with your weird art pieces. Maybe you don't realize but plants need their sleep too. Those eyesores are so bright at night that they're keeping the veggies awake. It's a real problem for the crops. Ateno's foundation is its produce. What are we gonna do if it fails?
Now, dear, there's no need to get so worked up. I think some of the people here actually like her art, you know. Wouldn't it be better to hear her out?
Don't fall for her lie of twaddle. She's just got everyone in Ateno wrapped around her finger already. My duty is to look after the village, and that's what I'm meant to do.
Looking after the village, you say? Who do you suppose you have to thank for Ateno's rejuvenation?
I didn't need rejuvenating. Ateno Village is just a peaceful place where folks live quiet lives, and that's the way they like it.
Do they? Then let us leave the matter to the people to decide. My avant-garde approach versus this mayor's quaint bygone ways. The citizens will decide which outlook will drive the future of the village by holding a mayoral election.
You're calling for a mayoral election? Sure, shoots me, I'll win that pretty easily.
Sophie, I delegate management of the mayoral election to you. What?
Come on, Clava. I don't feel like sticking around here any longer. It's time we headed back home.
Alright. Oh, you again. I've got a long to-do list in preparation for the mayor election, and the sooner I get started, the better. The answer should go without saying, but you are, of course... Oh, shit. So I get to decide who's fucking mayor? Undecided. Uh-huh. If you haven't yet thrown in your lot with either candidate, then... Welcome to Team CC. That settles, I trust. It's plain for all to see that I'm a shoo-in for the next mayor. Oh, so one would think, yet there are the stranglers in this village still supporting Reed. They need a mental makeover. And so, I have a fabulous plan to give out mushrooms to Reed's supporters. Mushrooms are synonymous with CC brand fungal fashion is the CC way. The mushrooms I give them will paint them inside and out with fresh, vibrant CC brand colors. Although, Sophie and I must mind the shop. Where will we find... I have to go. Alright. These mushrooms are for the villagers, suppose on sale, so okay. 8 to go, off you go. Let's go talk to the mayor. What should I do? She saddled me with so much work when she put me in charge of the mayoral election. Sir, I feel like I should apologize for dragging you into this mess I found myself in, but since we are both involved now, could you give me a little advice? Sure! I should have expected that. The thing I need your advice on is my sister's about CC lately. She's been sneaking off alone in the middle of the night. I don't think it's anything sinister, but the election is soon and I don't want any last minute surprises to hurt her chances. I'd like you to tell my sister to find out where she's going and what she's up to. Get back to me. I've tried following her myself, but she spotted me right away. I really got an earful about it too. If you succeed in finding out what she's doing, I'll reward you, of course. Alright. Which house is the mayor's? Definitely not this one. Well, it could be this one. Contain a school. Is this the mayor's house? This must be. I worry about that man. Oh, you're the customer I saw at Ventest Clothing, aren't you? You know, from when they were talking about whether to go through the mayoral election or not, it's become something of a hassle. They're both so stubborn. I wish they could clear the air between them and end this silly quarrel once and for all. But that's a mute point now. I have something else on my mind. I have to take care of this before the mayoral election starts. What's on your mind? Oh, you don't mind letting me in? I won't mince words. It's about my husband, Reed. That man of mine, he shuts himself up in our shed every night. I don't have the faintest what he's up to. When I ask, he says it's a secret, and I can't get another peep out of him. I hate the idea of snooping on him. Plus, I think he'd kiss me right away. But wait about him. Okay, so follow them both at night. Lock shed hole. Alright, so this is the shed. So I need to go under. Alright. Where's the god statue? Alright. The North Well. Okay. Use that. Alright. Sorry about here. It's filled with all CC brand stuff. I'm calling now. Note towards a new variety of pumpkin. Read. I firmly believe that Hateno Village's charm is in the delicious vegetables and milk for our farms, but there's no denying that these things just aren't resonating with the youth nowadays. And I've got no business being mayor if I can't fix that. So I've got to, together with Knack, the best farmer in these parts, and we came up with a new type of pumpkin. The color, the shape, and appearance are based on CC brand aesthetic, which is popular with the young folk. We've hit a snag though. It might be a bit before we can achieve our goal of shipping out this pumpkin. How goes it? Making progress on the thing we talked about? You say he's developing a new type of pumpkin, so that's why he's been consulting with Max so often. He could have just asked Cece about it directly, but I know he's too hardworking and stubborn for that. It's a relief to find out the truth. A lot of things make sense now. Like why he went to Ventest Clothing. It's so obvious in hindsight. I'm sorry. That's between me and my husband. Thank you for looking into this for me. As promised, a reward, and I keep my promises. 10 hand tomatoes. Okay. What a pair of the two of them make if they would just get along. Alright. Oh, you're the traveler I saw at Ventest Clothing, right? You come to check up on me because you were worried? Yeah, I lost my head a little there. I'm not too proud of the way I behave, but don't worry about me. I have a couple of tricks up my sleeves against Cece. I might not be able to pull one of them off in time for the mayor election. I'm focusing on the second plan to bring back a taste no one's tried here in years. What kind of taste? Way back when, my grandfather worked with someone from the village to create a special kind of food. It was too ahead of its time to catch on, so it never really went further than the first trial run, but I've never forgot it. Even today, I can still recall the gooey mouthfeel of the one bite my grandfather shared with me. In the back of my mind, I've always wanted to make a signature staple of this village. If I could accomplish that, then I have something that could stand up to CC. Except, I can't remember who in the village my grandfather worked with, or what they created. Now that I think about it, I also had a unique pungent scent. So if I could just smell that aroma again, it might jog my memory. Don't worry about my problems. Okay. From up the hill, I'll start my morning without a glass. Okay. Am I like timed on this or anything? Okay. New signature food. Every night. Alright, so let's just wait till night. Oh, hello. I had no idea Warren would be so stubborn. He would always remind me before we got married, no matter what I asked. Would it just be so hard for him to wear a simple CC brand hat? I understand why he's listed sin against it. Oh, can I help you? Oops, I really can't be drawing on that right now. Okay, well, I'm on the clock. Oh, there. Ton Putin. Looking, okay. Regular, please. Knights. Alright. Let's do this quest for CC. Oh, about CC, I should say. Alright.
Ah.
I'm off. If I'm gonna be sneaking around, I'll wear this and the I'll wear the Yuga stuff. Also, oops. Alright. Okay, let me do this and now we wait. What time does the thing start? Every night. I'm trying to think of something that'll work with this. I don't think I have any pants that'll work with the Yuga outfit, so here we are. There we go. There we go.
Oh.
Perfect. I do believe nobody saw me. I'm free to enjoy another of my late night meals in secret. How I enjoy my nightly vegetables. The shine, the luster, the fragrance. Yes, indeed. Now this is luxury dining. And so, without further ado, let's tuck in. So scrumptious. The crisp, the smooth taste, and a sign they were grown on a diet of pure water. Thanks to the farmer's deft touch and the quality of the soil, I can even eat the skin without misgivings. Honestly, vegetables from anywhere but Hateno Village simply don't count. They're nowhere near as filling. Although I've built a reputation of flash and glamour here in private, I must admit that the simple, unadored things are the best. There's simply no denying it, alas. But now that I'm full for tonight, it's best that I return home. If I don't return quickly, Sophie may start to suspect something. Alright, so she's just been eating vegetables. Did you learn anything? Sorry about this, I know it's a tall order asking you to tell my sister, but I'm just nervous about her. Really? The silo across the way? What? I thought she'd been hiding something big. Is it really all there was to it? I know my sister says a lot about charisma and style has to do everything in the most ostentatious way possible. But between you and me, her tastes are pretty plain. She loves the slow life here in Hateno Village. She probably told you she came back here because of the development or whatever. But the truth is, she just wanted to eat the vegetables grown right here in her hometown again. At least I'm pretty sure that's the case either way. I'm so glad she wasn't up to anything scandalous. I want you to have this in exchange for helping me out. My sister really is a handful sometimes. Both she and Reed want the same things, you know? I can't understand why the two of them just don't work together instead of going to such bizarre lengths. Alright. Okay. I don't know how this quest ends, so I'm not gonna continue on unless, until like maybe next stream when I look it up. Greetings and salutations. Hey, I got a favor to ask. It's not enough for me to just rework the fabric you bring me. I want to dye my hand at making my own patterns. Just like Cece, of course, he is all her original designs. Making fabric from scratch seems like a lot of work. Bring me a choo-choo. Okay. Dye these clothes. Please dye. Choose a color. Alright, do I want green or blue like this? Let's do green. Yeah, maybe? Ooh, the white does look kind of cool. So does... let's go with white. Okay. Hell yeah. Alright. Change back in my normal clothes. And I think that's where I'm gonna end it for today. Yeah, next stream I'll do the conclusion of the CC Reed election. Actually, hold on, there's one thing now that I'm looking at it. I never went inside the school. So let's just see what's inside the school. The music is cool. Oh! Fucking where the fuck did you come from? Yes, yes, what is it? Oh, it's you, Link. Haven't seen you in... Link! You're back? My apologies for the outburst. Clearly you're back in town then. But what of Princess Zelda? Princess Zelda is still missing, which is the reason you came here alone. That makes more sense. Princess Zelda built this school, you see. She cared so... I don't know why I know this. She cared so much about the children. I'm sure this would be one of her first stops if she had returned. Right now, we're covering history, in which was very important to Princess Zelda. We're focusing on Hyrule's history alongside the Calamity. You know, Link, you're welcome to sit in on a lesson if you like. Oh, so this is like, so you can learn what happened in the first game, I'm guessing. That's cool, John. Students' evaluations. Yep. Alright, that's how I'm gonna end it for today. I hope you guys have a good one, and I'll be live tomorrow for some Crisis Core. Alright. Maybe I'll play this again, I don't know. Anyways, have a good one. Peace.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.